Good morning, family. How's everybody doing today? It's a beautiful Sunday morning, September the 7th. So, welcome to Living Light Church, which is an independent spiritualist church. Our Sunday service on the first, second, and third Sunday of each and every month. I'm so happy to see each and every one of you today. Beautiful morning. My name is Reverend in training, Avery Babon, and I will be chairing the service for today. I almost said Officer Patrick, because that's some of my family members know me as Officer Patrick, because when I was a public safety officer, some of my family members used to call me Officer Patrick, because I almost said Officer Patrick there. So anyways, before we start, let us all silence our cell phones, which I'm going to do right now. It's silence. We do not want them going off and interrupting our service. We have coffee and bottled water available, and restrooms are at the other building to the left. As you go out the door, we welcome you to browse our selection of library books in the back. We ask for a $1 donation to check out a book that you may keep up for 6 months. We have a healing book in which you are welcome to add names of people who you would like to see receive healing. Opposite that page is where you can put names of those who have crossed over to the other side recently. If you are new to billets, which we will not be doing billets on the third and second Sunday, is where you can ask a question of spirit written on a piece of paper and folded. You then identify the paper with the personal symbol so that you know when their question is being read anonymously. Okay. Okay. And let us now stand and sing the opening hymn, and please remain standing after the song for the invocation. Today's not invocation. Get with it.
The hymn.
Hymn. Get with it, Avery. We're going to be singing page number 28, Beautiful Isles of Summer.
28.
Beautiful isles of sun.
unconditional love in this hour and the hours thereafter. We take this time to come together to share our joy and fellowship with each other and you. We are raising our spirits ever higher so that we may take our gifts to others. Let us help make this world as you intend with love and kindness. May we make good choices and let sincerely say we love you. Let us make good choices and let our hearts be glad for the sharing of your knowledge. Let us be blessed. Amen. And boy, do I have a funny story to tell. That reminds me. I will do that later on.
Oh, okay.
During the funny stories.
Now we have to wait for it.
Yes, we do. I got to stick to inspire. You may now be seated. Okay, now we will be reading from the principles, Declaration of Principles. This declaration can be found in the island cover of the hymnal books, beginning with number 1. We believe in infinite intelligence. We believe that the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual, are the expression of infinite intelligence. We affirm that correct understanding of such expression and living in accordance therewith constitute true religion. We affirm that the existence and personal identity of the individual continue after the change called death. We affirm that communication with the so-called dead is a fact, scientifically proven by the phenomena of spiritualism. We believe that the highest morality is contained in the golden rule: do unto others as you would have them do unto you. We affirm the moral responsibility of individuals and that we make our own happiness or unhappiness as we obey or disobey nature's physical and spiritual laws. We affirm that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any soul, here or hereafter. We affirm that the precepts of prophecy and healing are divine attributes proven through nature. I inspire each and every one of you to go about your everyday lives and walk with at least one of these principles. They are very inspirational and powerful. So, are you doing the healing?
No, my son's speaking.
Okay. So I will be doing the healing portion. We have a healing book for those that are unable to attend the services. If you know someone you feel could use a healing and you have not done so, please add their name to the list now. As part of the healing service, we'll be singing the healing hymn and reciting the healing prayer. I will then ask the spiritualist healers to station themselves in the healing chairs and invite those of you who wish to receive a personal healing. If you would like a healing but have trouble getting to one of our healing chairs, please raise your hand and a healer will come to you. Please be aware that healing is about working energy provided by spirits who have chosen the healing mediums to send their spiritual energy through. In order to become a certified commissioned healer, practicing healers need to provide at least 3 affidavits. If you feel you have received some benefit of healing, we ask that you fill out one of our affidavits to help. Currently, I'm soon to be certified healer, but Charles, myself, and Stephen, and Sandy need these affidavits. At this time, I ask that you please remain seated as we now recite the healing hymn to help get us into a higher vibration of healing space and energy. We'll be singing healing number 109, Heal with Me, verses 1 and 2. Still 'tis God's love that healeth. to me, sisters, my love that healed me. Let us now recite the healing prayer found in the hymnal books on the very first page. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body, and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help, and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and power of God. And now I ask the spiritual healers to take their place as the healing chairs are now open for those who wish to receive a hands-on healing. The healers will ask your permission for the laying on of hands. It will only touch your shoulders. If you do not feel comfortable with someone touching you, please let the healer know, and they will adjust themselves to make no contact. Hands are the focal point, spiritual energy coming from the spirit world and passing through the healer's hands into the one requesting to be healed. It is helpful for the one in need to be mindful of the gifts being shared and to think of themselves as being restored by this action. Now I would like to offer a meditation, and it is recommended that you keep your legs and arms unfolded while sitting in a relaxed state. This healing meditation will bring about a peaceful feeling to the group, which is conducive to the vibration of spirit. This one is called the Pyramid and the Healing Lights. Let the spirit healers come forth, and we ask them to heal us today. Take a nice, deep, relaxing breath. Allow your body to relax. It is time to rejuvenate, to heal. Let any tension release from your body. Take another deep breath and allow your body to relax. Close your eyes and envision a pyramid. This pyramid is made of crystal, and while pyramids point up, have this one point toward you. Think of it pointing right in the middle of your forehead. That is, infusing you with light and love. Give yourself a conviction of being adept at whatever you wish, and giving you the energy to do it. The pyramid emits a golden light into your forehead. Allow that light to enter your body and to fill it up with a bright, glowing golden light. Bring that golden light down your arms and into your hands. When or with that light flows a gift that turns your hands green, which gives you the right of laying on of hands and brings about healing and health. Forgive yourself for anything, any of the things you think you should have done, did do, or didn't. All you need within you is the God within and the God without. Think of yourself now as a golden light in the dark wilderness. A golden light that gives total and complete sanction and glow to so many weary travelers. So many people that have taken up the lights of dislike and fallen apart. Be there for each other and for anyone who needs you. You will not betray. In your work, in your business, in your everyday life, try to share some of that light. Share the essence of the golden light with every single person in the supermarket, wherever you go. Let it shine. Let the love, the sanction, the tolerance, the forgiveness shine out of you with complete forgiveness and grace. Send it out to those in need today. Let that light shine at every corner of your life. All of our lights become infused together. Our lights spotlight the heavens like the starry night sky. The infinite intelligence sees what we do. It sees what we are becoming. This is our way to show it. Think of warm water coming through the very top of your head. Feel it rinsing. Feel how warm it is. Feel it cleansing even inside, getting rid of all the toxicity, all the darkness. Rinse it through. Rinse it all the way down your body. Stand there with this warm, wonderful, life-giving force. Warm, comforting, rinsing over your entire body, baptizing, comforting. Feel every part of your body needs to heal. Keep that golden light with you all your week. Allow yourself to share it with others. Let them see your light. And now, with the count of 10, you will start to bring yourself up with the energy of spirit, and you will come back to this building. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You may now open your eyes when you are ready, and welcome back to Living in Light Church. I hope that each and every one of you have had a great meditation journey with me. And now I will be reading from those who have crossed over and the healing list today. So from those who have crossed over, it's now for the healing list. And at this time, we will read from, I would like to send healing energies to the children of this earth, emergency responders, doctors and nurses, and of those who are in need. I would also like to spend the time now to send a prayer to the gentleman that I saw that was upside down on the freeway today. His vehicle was found upside down on the freeway, and I'd like to send healing to that gentleman. And especially to those who are in need. And at this time, while we have the time, if there are any names that I have not said and you wish to put anybody's name now, you may say it now out loud or say it silently. All right. Not to rush my healer, but this concludes the healing portion of our service. And the healers or healer are free to sit when they are done performing their healing. Take your time. I would like to remind you that some of our healers are training to become commissioned healers and require a minimum of 3 affidavits as part of their requirement. If you have received a beneficial healing, we ask that you fill out an affidavit for their benefit, which we have available. And thank you so very much. We'll be hearing another song from Tim and Lynn right now while the healing is still going on.
Mainly Lynn, since I'm still recovering oral surgery.
Since he's not singing, everyone should sing with me and help me. So this is the lines of this song are, I've got peace like a river, I've got love like an ocean, and I've got joy like a fountain. So please sing along. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. Love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. Peace again. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river in my soul. Thanks for joining in.
Well, thank you so much for that. I can already tell that raised up the vibration a lot. Lovely, very lovely. All right. Now for announcements.
No, you went too far.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. Didn't you?
No, the announcements is right here before the
Announcements usually after the. Announcing the speaker.
I read it wrong, so
Okay.
Jeez, I'm reading things wrong here. Okay. Now to announce the speaker. Okay, let me gather myself here. I would like to introduce our speaker for the day, Reverend Bob Ingold. We all know Bob Ingold here. Our favorite Bob Ingold.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, the comedian here. One of the comedians. The other comedian is right over here. I try to be a comedian, but I'm not definitely. So, to raise up that vibration, we should all just laugh, right? There we go. How about that? Laugh should raise up the vibration. We're going to sing my favorite song, In the Garden. 155, page 155, In the Garden. What's that? I come to the garden alone, while the dew is still on the roses. The voice I hear far on my ear, the Son of God discloses, and He walks with me, and He talks with me, and He tells me I am His own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. He speaks, and the sound of His voice is so sweet, the birds hush their singing, and the melody that He gave to me within my heart is bleeding. And He walks with me, and He talks with me, and He tells me I am His own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. I stay in the garden with Him, for the night around me be falling, but the hills He go through the voice of woe, His voice to me is calling, and He walks with me, and He talks with me, and He tells me I am His own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. And now, our very own Reverend Robert Ingold.
Thank you, Avery.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. I was going to be giving a talk about witches, and then it occurred to me, yeah, that's a stereotype. That's a stereotype.
It is, actually.
But it occurred to me that October would probably be a better month for talking about it, so I pushed it aside. So my talk today is going to be on the secret of life's choices. Let's say you're going to decide to buy a coffee cup. It's like, do I get this one or do I get that one? I don't know which one to get. Well, listen to your heart to decide which one you want to get. Well, that's a really trivial thing, but when their choices become a lot more complicated, the heart really plays into it. And so I have a couple stories here to illustrate that point. We have to go back to World War II for this one. It's a very interesting story about a man who followed his heart. Second Lieutenant Franz Stigler was a German fighter pilot, and he was considered an ace. He was so good that he was very close to earning the Knight's Cross. This distinguishes him with the highest award given for valor. All he had to do was to make one more kill, and it was his. American pilots had killed his brother earlier in the war, so between that and his comrades being killed by Americans, you could say that he had revenge on his mind. And it was a cold December day in 1943 as he stood near his plane when, as luck would have it, an American B-17 bomber flew right over the field, the airstrip. Stigler saluted his ground crew, hopped into his fighter, and started the engines. Today, he was going to earn that cross. It didn't take long for his faster plane to catch up to the slower bomber. He decided the best course of action was just to come up behind and take out the bomber. He lined up his gun sights, and he's placed his finger over the trigger. Well, now we know what happens. He shoots the plane down, and he gets his cross. Yay, everybody's happy. They have praise for him. But that's not what happened. So, so Stigler has his finger on the trigger and started to squeeze when he stopped. Something was wrong. Why aren't they shooting back at me? Against his better judgment, he decided to take a closer look until he could see the tail gunner's face was white and his collar was soaked with blood. He was dead. Stigler decided to explore more of the bomber and could not believe his eyes. The fuselage was practically peeled away by the constant bombardment of shells. The guns were out. He could easily see inside. The rest of the crew were tending to the wounded. One of the bomber's engines was out and the other was smoking, trailing smoke behind it. He inched his plane further up until he could see the cockpit, and he could see the pilots inside. Well, this is also the story about Lieutenant Charles Brown, who was piloting the B-17 bomber that day. On their bombing run, they had been attacked by a pack of enemy fighters, tearing the bomber apart. He and his co-pilot were struggling to keep the flying fortress in the air. With limited maneuvering capabilities, it was bad luck that they had flown over a German airstrip. As Brown looked out the window, he could not believe what he was seeing. And he turned to his co-pilot, who was also staring at Horde. The men were staring at a German fighter. It was 5 days before Christmas, and they weren't going to make it. The men waited for the fighter to finish them off. But he didn't. He stayed on their wing, and they actually saw the pilot salute them. Stigler was so impressed that the bomber was still in the air that he couldn't bring himself to shoot it down. It would be murder. Instead, he followed the advice of his commanding officer, who once told him, "You follow the rules of war for you, not your enemy, and keep your humanity." This was a dangerous decision to make because a German pilot who spared the lives of the enemy would be executed. So he maneuvered his plane into a flying formation and stuck with the bomber so German anti-aircraft guns would not shoot the bomber down. He escorted the bomber out to sea, took one last look at the pilots, and turned around and headed for home. Stigler wondered for years after that day if the bomber had ever made it back to England. Unknown to him, the bomber did make it back, almost out of fuel, and when it stopped, Lieutenant Brown put his hand on his Bible and just sat there in silence. The war ended and life moved on for Lieutenant Brown until he retired to Florida. In all those years, he still thought of that day. He could stand it no longer and had to find out who that German pilot was. He started searching and attending pilots' reunions, sharing his story, even with German newsletters. And on January 18th of 1990, Brown received a letter from Stigler in which he too wondered for years what had happened to them. Stigler had moved to Canada, but as chance would have it, he would be going to Florida, and they had to meet. And it was an emotional reunion. Stigler and Brown became pals as they attended each other's birthday parties and road trips. One time, Brown invited Stigler to a special party made up of the flight crew of all their families. They crossed to the other side as old men, not young pilots anymore. I was very impressed with that story and wanted to share it with you all to illustrate the power of your own choices, following your heart. So now let's go back to the secret of life's choices. I would like to ask you all to go back to a time when you just graduated from high school. You've just completed your graduation ceremonies and received your diplomas. Congratulations, everybody. Yay. What are you going to do next? Right? You have two doors in front of you. If you pick door number 1, you can choose to go directly into the workforce. No more school, no more cramming for exams. Now you can make money and become an independent of your parents. Or you can pick up door number 2, in which you continue your education by going to college. That means that you have to invest more into a career. But when you come out, you will get a better paying job and make even more money because your education has given you the opportunity to be more skilled. So which door should you choose? This is a life choice. Since the majority of us have already made that choice, which one was it? How many of you picked door number 1? And how many of you picked door number 2? Now here is the important question. Behind which door is the greater level of spirituality and a more spiritual lesson? How many of you say it would be door number 1 or maybe door number 2? That was actually a trick question. The answer is both. Regardless of what door that you go through, no matter the experiences, you are still you. And you have the power to enhance your own spirituality. It doesn't matter what choice that you make. Your preference will not lead you astray. And that is the secret to life's choices. No matter what choice that we make, we carry through with spirituality. And suppose you come to a predicament in which you can help the person you are confronted with. Your chart, which you can't read, says that you should help that person. It's ultimately up to you, and you decide whether to help that person or not. As a result, you are following the path of greater spirituality. Now, suppose you don't help that person. You go off the chart. That's okay. Why? Why is that okay? Because regardless of what choice you made, you are learning something. In this case, you have hurt someone by not helping them. You may feel guilty about it later, a feeling that would not have happened had you helped them. Certainly when your time is up and you go home and you review that portion of your life and realize the error that you have made, it creates an educational experience for your spirituality. The bottom line is that we are not a failure. We can't fail because we may require more time to get to our goal. That too is not a failure. There is no stopwatch to measure our progress. That's all in our head. So now you may be thinking, if that's the case, then I don't have to help anybody. I can slam the door in people's faces and it doesn't matter. That's true. However, if you think of all the lives that we have lived before, if you believe in reincarnation, you have already done those things and more to reach a state of spirituality to know what is wrong. Your morals are imprinted on your soul that tell you to treat people decently. We are all of sufficiently high enough spiritual level to know that it governs our life choices. So let's go back to the doors. Some people may have a third choice and decide not to go through either door. They decide, I'm not going to participate in this. I'm just going to sit right here and I'm going to do nothing. And you cross your arms. I'm not participating. So time passes and one day you cross over to the other side. And it's time for your life review. And we learn that by not participating, we have stunted our spiritual growth. We stopped moving forward. It is then that we learn the harm that we have done to ourselves by not getting involved. You may consider that this person has failed. But have they? Have they really? They've just learned something. We now know we need to reassert ourselves to regain traction and grow some more. So even that choice is not wasted. There is learning even in that. And earlier I said we are all sufficiently high enough of a spiritual level to know right from wrong, and it governs our life choices. I would like to share you with one more story, and this time the stakes were of the highest than ever before. This story was hidden from the public for many, many years. In 1983, we were in the Cold War with the Russians, and the Russians were afraid of President Reagan that he might actually attack them. So this is the climate of that time. They had satellites in place to monitor as part of an early warning system. And on one September night, the system detected an inbound intercontinental ballistic missile launch from the United States. Lieutenant Colonel Stanislav Petrov was on duty that night when the alert came through. Despite fears of an American attack, he wanted to verify the launch. and he could not verify it. He was puzzled by this. And despite the orders that he had in hand, he dismissed the warning. Then it happened again and again, and he tried to verify the launch, which he could not. He dismissed the alerts again. When it happened again, and this time the computer was telling him the Soviet Union was under attack. Now, it is Soviet policy that when a threat is perceived, they don't look for orders on what to do next. Those orders are already in place, and those orders were to launch a counterattack. Petrov did not want to be the man to start World War III, and he could not verify any of these launches from the US. Instead, he dismissed all the reports as false. Let me be clear that someone who serves in the military, you follow your orders. After the incident, there was an investigation, and it was determined that an unusual alignment of the setting of the sun illuminated the clouds in such a way that the satellites misinterpreted them as missile launches. Petrov was a hero for averting a nuclear disaster, and for his troubles, he was kicked out of the military. Yeah, for failure to follow procedures. He was punished for not starting World War III. He made a life choice, and a more spiritual one that I think you might agree, and rather than protecting his own career. Now, he could have gone the other way and could have created a whole new set of lessons for all of us. As humans, we struggle on this planet, and we can easily interpret this as good over evil. In order to perceive this in a more spiritual way, don't think of it in terms as good or bad, because we would benefit from it either way. It's something that we cannot judge, because in the end, we are all going to the other side, where we learn more wisdom of the life choices that we have made. After I had written this story, I thought it was too grave an example that it overrides the message that I was trying to convey. But we've had major catastrophes before in our history. We've had great floods, and disastrous earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions. All these calamities are meant to be experienced, not because we are bad, but because they accelerate our spiritual growth, and we choose to live through them. Our choices in life aren't about whether we get married or not, whether we have children or not, or what kind of job that we take. Those are decisions about our spiritual values that we collect, making us all wiser. So what is the secret to life's choices? It is that no matter what choice we make, we learn, we grow, we become more spiritual. And that's it. Thank you.
Your speech reminds me of why I am doing what I do now.
Yes.
And why I did what I did before and I became who I am now. So. Good. Now we ask, let's see, to make sure I'm not skipping pages. And now we ask for a donation to our church collection basket. This money goes towards rent of the space and any other expenses that we incur, like my car insurance. No, I'm just joking. Your gift is greatly appreciated. And for that spirit, in the spirit of unconditional love, we give our hand. In the spirit of unconditional love, we give thanks to the generous gift we have received this day. This offering will work to ensure we continue to gather in your name. May these supporters also receive abundance in their lives. We ask that you bless this gift, this congregation, and this building. Let it blossom as a sunflower to do well. Amen. All right, so now some church announcements. So for the next service, for the next speaker for the service, that would be, I guess, me.
Yes.
That would be
Yes.
me.
You got it.
Yay! Didn't mess that one up. Invitation to membership. $15 annually for the right to vote in elections. Books and literature are at the back table. Brochures and flyers are also available back there. We okay on time? Special occasions, seance and mediumship circle classes. Any upcoming memberships meetings?
I can't think of the name, but our
Seance, right?
no. Oh, we have. Oh, the public seance.
The public seance, isn't that coming up September 27th?
27th.
Correct. Which reminds me, September 28th, I will not be here for that day because I will be at the Soul Search.
Santa Cruz.
Yes, I will be at Soul Search in Santa Cruz, so I will miss you guys.
Well, actually, that will be after. It's like we can only do 3 services. So
Oh,
last
okay.
service will be on the 21st.
Oh, okay, so then never mind. I won't have to miss you guys.
Because we
Yay!
might see you at Soul Search. Some of
Yeah,
us might be
yeah,
there,
I'll see
or
you.
we might attend.
Is that?
I'm just starting a new series this week on Zoom on Tuesday mornings to help people write their memoir, life story. It's through Los Gatos Saratoga Recreation.
Mhm.
So if you have a life story or you have poems and you want to get on with it or a novel, please see.
That'd be awesome. Can you imagine having a book?
It's Tuesday mornings on Zoom.
Very cool. Cool. All right. So anybody interested in that, contact Lynn. Okay. So anyways, board member meetings. Anyways, we can get back to that. Oh, October. Many readings are available after service by myself, Reverend Sam Deckinger, or I guess you.
No, I won't.
Okay.
We charge money for that.
Okay. So we also accept donations through PayPal on our website and also through Zelle. Email address is office@lilchurch.gmail.com.
Actually, isn't it office dot LIL church? You said at. Office at.
I did. Office.lilchurch@gmail.com. I am so sorry. I must be off with reading today. Okay, healing requests. We have healing request page on our website where you can send a name of someone who needs help.
Yes.
If it is close to our service date, then the name will be added to the healing book. Otherwise, Reverend Bob will put their name on the healing book for faster distance healing. Reverend Robin Lynn will be hosting. What? Oh, Lyson. We'll be hosting Spirit Messages by Trancing Spirits on September 21st. How about that?
Yeah, so that'll be here.
That'll be here.
We'll end the church we will end the church service early in order to do that because we're going to put the chairs in a circle. She's going to go into trance. You can ask questions directly of Spirit. I would recommend, if you're going to attend that, to write down some questions so you know what to ask, because when we had it previously, it's like, does anybody have any questions? Everybody's kind of twiddling their thumbs.
I think what that is, for me at least, it's like I'm too afraid to ask the question because I'm afraid people might go, like, that's a silly question. But if they're afraid to ask questions, don't be afraid to ask questions. So, So my funny story, real quick. I'm gonna get that funny story out before I forget, because I forgot the last time. So we were at this was when we were at the USS Hornet. And my phone, we had our phones on, obviously. It was called Paracom. And my phone has never, ever, 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 ever in the world ever done this. And so we were just sitting there, me and Bob were chatting, and it's all paranormal investigations and everything like that. And nothing about mediumship, which is quite interesting, but there are a number of mediums on the ship. Suddenly, it was so weird that my phone cackled like a witch. And Bob and I looked at each other, we were like, what the hell was that? It was just like, how did that happen? And so it was almost like Spirit had made that happen. So that was my funny story for the day that I thought that I would actually share. I forgot to tell it last time.
Okay.
But anyways, I believe that we have some membership certifications and stuff like that.
Yes.
And I guess
So I have several certificates to give out for people that just became members. And so I would like to ask Frank Adams and Colleen and Annie and Caroline to come up in front of you. Okay. We have a little ceremony that we do. Sorry, I'm just kind of pushing you out of the way.
oh, fine, you don't love me anymore. No, I'm kidding.
Okay. So this is about, well, okay, yeah, this will work too.
Come in front of
So
the camera.
this is interesting because we got four people at the same time. Yeah, we're all here, all four of you. So all four of you decided to become members of our church. I'd like to thank you for that. They are about to be admitted into the membership of our church upon declaration of your sympathies to our purpose. You are accepting the fellowship in order to assume certain obligations and publicly express your sincerity in the steps that you are taking. If you are willing to assume these obligations, we know you will live up to them cheerfully and honorably. You're cheerfully right now. We wish to endow you with the essentials of a religious life and character, the principles of charity, and the spirit of harmonious conduct, so you may express them in your own lives. But before we admit you to full membership, there are several questions we'd like to ask of you. Are you satisfied with the truth of spirit communication and accept it as a means of uplifting of humanity?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. All of you did that. Will you pattern your life on the principles of right, honor, and truth?
Yes.
Will you aid and assist those who are in need with spiritual consolation, insofar as you are able to do so without injury to yourself?
Yes.
Will you cheerfully support the church and promote harmony among friends and members?
Yes.
And do you accept the belief of the Declaration of Principles?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Then I would like to shake all of your hands. You are now members of our church. Thank you for helping to support us. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Paul. Okay, great. Thank you, Anne.
Bye.
We'll see you in Santa Cruz.
Okay, good
So
to be there.
I asked you to give all of you. This one is for Frank. Here you go, Mr. Frank. And this one's for Colleen. They look the same, but you have different names on them. That's good. And this is to
Make sure you
Annie.
give them the right person.
Yes. And this one's to Carol.
Everybody
So
smile.
thank you. Thank you very much.
Everybody smile. Hold on. 1, 2, 3.
4, 5, 6. Oh, that way.
There we go.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Congratulations, guys. More members.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta excuse myself for a second.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay.
Go ahead and tell funny
Yeah. Well, my funny story is rather short. But in the back, we have some figs and we have some cookies, and it reminded me, I belonged to another church at one time, a Silver Brown church, and they kept on talking about, you don't want to eat sweets, sugar is bad for you. Yet every time they would bring cookies to the service. And so finally, after the service was over, I went up to the minister and said, it's like, you talk about don't eat sugar and candy, things like that, but you keep on bringing cookies. So her response was, well, if you don't want them, you don't have to eat them. So we're now going to be moving on to spirit messages. And this is where our mediums will come up here and pick people at random to give spirit messages to. You're all regulars here, so you know how that works. Lynn, will you be participating today? Okay. And I will participate, and Avery momentarily will be participating. I might as well go first since I'm up here. So let's do it. I'm going to go to you because you were wearing green. Earlier you came up. I know it doesn't really mean anything, but when you came up here to healing, I was noticing that you had green for healing. So I would like to go to you first. And then as I close my eyes, you have pink trim on this green sweater, and I'm thinking of candy for some reason. And in fact, I see wrappers, the wrappers with candy in it. It's like open up the wrappers, pull out the candy. Okay. Do you have a sweet tooth? Okay, that's why I got that. Okay, and in fact, I see you sitting on a couch opening stuff, and there's a bowl next to you of empty wrappers, a lot of empty wrappers. I see caution in this, that you're eating too many sweets, and so I thought of a solution. I don't know whether it's presented to me or whether I thought of it, because I was seeing a big bowl next to you, and so it had room to add all these wrappers. Make it a small bowl, so you can only put so many wrappers in there, so you can only open up so many candy before the bowl is full. So try to regulate that. Regulate the sweets. And anything else. Protection for your domicile, your home. There's something in the air, there's just something floating in the air around your home to help protect you. It's just filling the spaces. Almost like a fog. There's almost like a fog filling the spaces to help protect you. That you're not aware of. You could be walking through it, you don't see it, so it doesn't matter. But there are spirits around helping to protect you in your home. And I'm seeing this manifest as a fog. Actually, fog is ectoplasm. Interesting. So there's ectoplasm in your space. Interesting. Okay. And anything else? There's a little sign at your front door. It's like a sign that you put there. It's a little sign, and I'm having trouble reading what's on there. You know, they have little signs like no solicitors or things like that, but you put a sign out, but I can't read the message. So there's something you want people to know when they come to your home. Like
it says welcome to paradise.
oh, okay.
It says summer is sunny.
Oh, okay. I kept on thinking it might have been a warning, but that's definitely not a warning. That's a welcome thing. Okay, good. We'll go with that. And I think that's it. I think that's the message for you. Okay. I'm just going to go right next door. I'm going to call. Is that all right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I see you're wearing black. You have a lot of little white things on it. White decorations. I see a flame above your head. Like a flame when you walk this way, it's this flame floating above your head. That's representative of your aura. I'm seeing it as a flame. It's like it kind of wants to turn into an aura. Yesterday, I actually saw a little bit of an aura. I didn't say anything to anybody about it because I don't usually see that. But that's carrying over today, that you have an aura. But I definitely see the flame above you. You're a good spirit. You're a blooming spirit, or you have bloomed, and that's like an indication. It's like getting a medal, for being spiritual. And that's up above you, above your head. And something's being spread out in front of you. Actually, I see your clothing because it's black with I've got to take another look. Yeah, it's like you're seeing all that spots, the white spots, but I'm seeing it growing bigger, and it's being laid out on the floor. You're spreading it out so that same pattern is spread out all around you. You're very comfortable, almost like a blanket. A blanket comes around. You're very comfortable. You're very happy. You're spreading it around like I do this all the time. I spread it around all around me. You're very calm, very almost in a meditative state. Very calm. And it's like it's just something that you do to spread it out, like a ritual, a private ritual of your own. Maintaining your own space. And there's energy around that. I'm seeing like ocean waves that are curling up, like they're going to come at you, but they're stopped. They're held back because you created your own space. The flotsam and jetsam of life. Yes, you've created your own quiet space so that it can't intrude upon you. That's what I'm getting. And anything else? I sense that you're acknowledging spirit. It's like you look up, you give a thumbs up to spirit, so spirit can give you a thumbs back. It's like, you know they're there. You know they're there. Is that it? Anything else? No, that's all I'm getting. So, okay, that's the message I have for you. And I guess I'll do one more. Okay. Oh, yes. Well, no, I'll do one more. I'll do it. Then, okay. Okay. Oh, can I come to you?
Yes.
Okay. I see you're wearing your 49er shirt. So I see the black. It's all black, and then you've got the red writing in front of it. I'm getting the ocean. Being on a beach, and there's a lot of shells on the ground. I can hear the ocean, the roar of the ocean waves. The sun is coming through because usually on the coast we're always fogged in. That fog starts to burn off, and we're in that in-between state of full sun and the sun being blocked off. The sun's trying to come through. Oh, okay. There's a message in that of the sun coming through. You need to move. I don't mean move out of your house, but I mean when we're on the beach, it's overcast, and we want the sun. In order to get the sun, move away from the beach. Go inland where the fog has stopped and the sun comes through. So I see spiritually that the sun is having a little trouble coming through to you, and you need to make a move to clear that up. It could be through meditation. If there's something that you need to do, you need to create an intention to have that sunlight come through and touch you in a spiritual way. And that's it. That's all that I'm getting. But I think you need to do just a little bit more in order to get the benefits of spirituality coming to you. Okay? I hope that makes sense to you. Okay. So you might have been getting a little lazy with meditation. I don't know. Okay. That's it. That's all that I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Mom. Good.
Okay, I think I'll do the front row. May I come to you? Can you uncross your hands just for a minute? Okay. Could you say your name out loud? I sort of see a burst of sunrise, a burst of energy, something good coming to you, which you've needed. You've had a lot of responsibilities that go on, but there's something nice coming. So really enjoy it when it comes and savor it. You deserve it. It comes like a sparkle shower. Really, really good. And any type of stone you would wear that's of the green nature, just to promote healing. You know, it could be, or have a green stone around you, because you also have healing ability for others. Good to see you. May I come to you? Okay, can you just say your name? And the sound. Clear audio. Say it again. Yeah, so I see you like playing keys on a piano, up, down, different keys. You have many projects. You're part of a group of us that have many projects. And I see you kind of dipping in and out of ones. Doesn't always have to be the same project that you want to get completed. A little of this, a little of that, but you have the ability to bring them into harmony, and there is a masculine guide with you on the other side of life. Possibly somebody known to you who crossed over, who was metaphysical in this life. and trying to help you do that. And you can ask for spirit help when you face a lot of projects that seem overwhelming to complete. So let's see what else. A moonstone would be a good stone for you to have around you. Helps bring the heart's desire. Your health is good, you're active. Just get a little bit tireder, and it's okay to be tired and have little periods of rest and renewal. Not to fight that, because you have cycles of rest, pulling, and activity. Many blessings to you, Versa. May I come to you? Can you say your name out loud? Interesting. You had another recent past, relatively recent past life with that name. But I think you were probably in your last 100 or 150 years, but I think you might have been in that lifetime, you might have come into Eastern European ancestry, so you might have a little bit of connection to nature, connection to intuition, but I think you came into a different culture. We do cross over, we don't always stay in the same exact ethnicity, but this feels like it was relatively recent, and you're getting much more opportunity to express your gifts than you did in that life. There were some constraints and emotional burdens having to do with your role as a woman and how things were seen. So now you can pick up the talents of that life. And of course, we intuitives are only giving a glimpse. You'll know more. It may unfold in a different way, but there's a lifetime to consider. For you, stones, maybe like any lapis that has deep blue, is good for you right now because it pushes you onto your total spiritual power and fulfillment. So, okay, thank you.
Thank you, Lynn.
Andy, do you want to do one?
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you, Lynn. Okay, I'm being guided to turn toward. I see pair of hands. The hands are like just clasped together, like so. Means strength, like firmness, strength, you know, resolve. Find these in your questions, the spirit. Oh, I sense a masculine energy. This spirit that's present. A father figure. And that's all. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. Thank you. God bless you.
Good morning, family. First of all, how many people have not had a message? Robert, you have not had a message yet either, right? And Andy and Lynn, who has stepped out. cousin wants to step through. And he's very much here. And he's talking about how your mind is going up and down, up and down, and up and down. Your mind is racing, And he wants to remind you to slow down a little bit. And he says he's here with you. And he's talking about how you've been thinking a lot about him, thinking a lot about life in general, and where you were supposed to be going, and not to worry about that. And he says to kind of slow down a little, because you're kind of going a little fast. And you will get to where you need to go. You will be able to do the trips that you need to take. So just be patient. Those trips will come. Focus on you first. That makes sense? Okay. He actually really wanted to step in and trance into me, but he knows how hard that is. So he knows how I fight that. But
Thank you.
I forgot your name right now. May I step into your rate of vibrations? I want to step in on there's a fatherly rate of vibration that's coming in with you. The gentleman is wearing, I'm going to explain what he looks like. He's dressed very nicely. He's wearing a gray suit. And he's stepping in definitely on the father's side of the house. I'm not sure if this is definitely your father or grandfather, but he's definitely on the father's side of the house. He's smiling and he gives the feeling that he's very proud and he's supporting you. There's a lot of support coming with this fatherly rate of vibration, and he embraces you, okay? And he has his hands on your shoulder, and then I feel like as if your chair is kind of rolling and he's kind of pushing you, and he's saying, go forth, and I've got your back. I'm watching over you, okay? And keep going forward. And he's so proud of you. I'm seeing the smile on his face. And it's almost like the goatee is very light. It's almost like he kept the goatee very light, if you will. And that's all that I'm seeing for you for right now. Love and blessings. God bless you. Okay. I'm going to step into trance for a minute here, because I know that this is going to happen. Good morning.
Good morning.
I am BC. You know me.
Yes, I do.
I would like to congratulate each and every one of you who have chosen to become members of the Spirit of the Living and Light Church. This is a reminder for all of you to hold hands metaphysically and not physically. But as the world slows down, and as the second half of this year gets slightly darker, remember to be with each other and be in the light and be that spiritualists for one another and spread that love for everyone. I am very proud of each and every one of you. Keep moving forward. Do not give up. There may be many that may try to make you afraid, but do not be afraid. There are many challenges that will be coming through. But with one another, you can face those challenges. love, and blessings until we meet again. Who else has not had a message? Lynn. Where did my glasses go? There we go. Actually, I don't need my glasses. Wow, whoa. Energy is very strong. I want to step in on your mother's rate of vibration for you. As your mom comes through. Oh wow, beautiful, very, very beautiful. There's a painting of excuse me, just give me a second here. There's a painting of a rainbow behind you, and it's very bright. And then I'm seeing like gold, okay, because it's like, you know how they say like at the other end of a rainbow there's gold, okay. Follow, you know, it's like go ahead and reach for that gold. It's almost like what she's trying to tell me is that you're looking for that gold, so and you're going to get there. You're going to get that gold. Does that make sense to you? Okay. It doesn't make sense to me, so obviously it will make sense to you. So reach. Thank you very much. Reach for that pot of gold. And all you got to do is just reach up, and then you're getting there. You're getting there. And don't second guess yourself. Okay. There's something about second guessing yourself, something about doubting yourself, and something about you wanting to kind of step back because you feel like you're afraid. Okay. But don't go there. Okay. Because it's like she's behind you. Everybody that knows that I do mediumship, I see spirits, so she's directly behind you, and she's kind of like has her hand on your back. She's prevented you from going backwards. She's moving you forward. Okay, and there's something about a book or something about journaling or something like that. Okay, whether you're journaling or something like that, something new. So, love and blessings. Now's the time to push yourself. Okay? And stay in the light, stay in the light of positivity. And I guess stepped away, there's a message for if you can give that. What's that? Okay. The message for today is that I see something with his like throat and in his mouth or something like that. It's coming from the father rate of vibration. They're trying to give him healing in his like throat and in his mouth. There's been like some kind of pain, and then they're providing healing in that area. And then they're also showing that he needs a little bit more rest. Okay, so to do more rest. Okay, and I definitely see it up here: the throat and the mouth, and the jawline, and all that, and then kind of the neck. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. And then father rate of vibration. Okay, I'm also seeing a mother coming through, and they're just saying rest, something about trying to pull back, so not to be stressed. Okay, something about stress, something like that. Okay, and I'm going to say love and blessings to both you and thank you very much for letting me read for you guys. Okay, oh, there he is. But you can go ahead and relay that message. Bob, let me step into your rate of vibration.
Okay, sure.
And how are you doing today?
I'm good.
Okay. Bob is here, and he's lifting you up. But I don't feel like that is something that you need because you're always very lifted up. I feel that when he's showing that you are lifted up, it's almost like he's lifting you up to the next level. Okay. Lifting you to the next level, meaning that, okay. It's like the church maybe going up to the next level. The church is maybe going up to the next level. You're taking another step. You're going to be making another step. So another advancement. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And why haven't you been working on your book?
I've been busy.
Oh, that's why. Okay, because he's saying he's showing me your book, and that he's showing me that you have in the past been writing, but he's showing me that has stopped.
Yeah.
Okay, but he understands. I guess that was a way to show me. I guess that's a way of validation.
Yeah.
So when he's saying it's when he goes in time.
Okay. I got it in 1,000 words yesterday.
Yeah. He's going back. He's going back to the church. There's something that you need to do to go ahead and spread the awareness of the church a little bit more. I don't know what that means, but I think you'll understand what that means.
Okay, I think I do. I think it's about you.
Okay. And love and blessings. And has everybody else had a message? Gloria, did you have a message? What's that? Oh, okay. So everybody has had a message already. Have you had a message? You have not. Okay. Okay. As I step into your rated vibration, I want to step in on the mother's side of the house. There's a lady that steps in. I want to say to your mother, okay? And she's kissing you on the cheek. She's kissing you on the cheek. There's a lot of love coming in. And with that kiss, there's a lot of healing coming in. There's a lot of energy coming in because I feel like you need a lot of energy lately to get through your week, okay? So she's sending that to you. And the color in particular, the color of energy that she's sending through is orange. How does that resonate with the color orange? Okay, perfect. And so she's helping you get through your week. Does that make sense? Because it's like last week and the week before, it feels like it's been very slow for you. So she wants to kind of help you get through that. And she shows me kneeling down and doing gardening work or something like that. Like we're doing work in the garden or something like that. So whatever that means. So love and blessings to you. So she's just going to be there with you to help you with that. Okay, God bless to each and every single one of you. And now that's it. That's all that I have. Whew. May the understanding of our minds, the meditation of our hearts, and the obedience of our will to the still small voice within lead us to live spiritualism, science, philosophy, and religion. Bless us now as we go our separate ways, and until we meet again. Amen. Love and blessings.
Okay, thank you all. There's figs and cookies or whatever that is back there, so thank you, Dr. Boyer, for that. So you can have some of that, hot water.